I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go. 30 base. Blue down, blue down. Cut. Get.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop.
Tight Ringo. Tight
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And his kick here is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Set. 70. Indy. 56. You're not. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Big grip. Big grip.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check 15.
Right back to him on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Let's go.
25 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll set up to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll look to throw. complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 8 yards out, and the 49ers have now taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Charles, this Green Bay team, they're going to get the football back here, but as they do that, it's maybe the quietest 13-3 season in recent memory. The losses to the Eagles, Chargers, and 49ers, and that's it. They will get a tough challenge against Seattle in the wild card game, but what do they need to do if they're going to get Aaron Rodgers his second shot at the Super Bowl?
Continue to do a lot of what they did during the season. You're right. It was a quiet, almost unsettling 13-3 because most of the teams that they beat walked away thinking, we can beat that Packers team. And Aaron Rodgers himself said, hey, if you want to call it ugly, that's fine. I'll take 13-3 ugly. But all year long, they actually rode the running game. Aaron Jones, and now they're going to give him more carries in the playoffs. They wanted to make sure he got to the end of the regular season. He'll get more carries, more catches, and you saw that big game he had catching ball against Kansas City during the season. The defense with the Smith brothers, Zadarius and Preston, they get after the quarterback. If they can prevent people from running the football against them and keep those 5 and 6 DBs on the field, Green Bay could be dangerous on that side of the ball, and at some point, I expect Aaron Rodgers to be Aaron Rodgers and have a big game in the playoffs.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player, no chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
On the ready. Get it.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 23 yards for the touchdown. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. San Francisco coming back out here on offense. See, this is a team that is in the midst of their first playoff appearance since 2013. Biggest jump of any squad because just 4 wins last year, 13 this year. And that win in Seattle, Week 17, so huge. A tackle by Dre Greenlaw and Jacob Hollister on the half-yard line to preserve the victory. You think about the magnitude of that play. What a difference it would be between 3 road games if they would have been the number 5 seed versus 2 potential home games as the number 1 seed.
If they find a way to win the Super Bowl, That tackle will be remembered. It's already there with Dan Bunz's hit in the Super Bowl against Pete Johnson, the Cincinnati Bengals. We'll talk about that like Mike Jones's stop for the Rams against the Titans in the Super Bowl where he stopped them about 1 yard short. That's how big of a play that was, to give them that open week and a chance to rest, because I think that team needed it. But I'm loving what San Francisco has done. Jimmy Garoppolo, people will question him about playing in the playoffs. Go back and look at the season.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good to make it 17-7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
That one good for 37 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Some good, strong running right there.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
60 or. Hey, switch gears. Ready?
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Here we go. 30 base.
He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down.
64, weak. Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Big grip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Quick dash. Come. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Ready?
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
70, Indy.
We got 4.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 56. I got one.
2.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 6. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. He's back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Packers down 21-20. At time, a huge factor. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
Ready? 60 or.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Head 30 base. Look at me. Go. Watch the eye. Get it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.